Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some more Dodgers Giants, and starting lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Leading off playing second base, Jackie Robinson. Batting second, playing first, Jake Dobert. Batting third, playing center field, Duke Snyder. Batting fourth, doing the catching, Roy Campanella. Batting fifth, playing right field, Johnny Frederick. Batting sixth, playing left field, Zach Wheat. Batting seventh, playing third base, Joe Straight. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. Batting ninth and doing the pitching, Burley Grimes. And for the hometown New York Giants, we got leading off, playing second base, Frankie Frisch. Batting second, playing third base, is Freddie Lindstrom. Batting third, playing first base, Bill Terry. Batting fourth, playing center field, Willie Mays. Batting fifth, playing left field, Mel Ott. Batting sixth, playing right field, Ross Young. Batting seventh, doing the catching, Roger Bresnahan. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Travis Jackson. Batting ninth, doing the pitching, Joe McGINNITY. Let's get down here to the Polo Grounds and get this game started, folks. And we have Jackie Robinson to lead it off, batting .237 with 2 homers and 9 RBIs. This is Joe McGinnity's fourth appearance. He started 4 games with a 2-0 record with a 5.85 ERA. And here's the pitch to Jackie. And that's going to be a base on balls. Robinson walks on down the first. Lead-off walk to start this game by McGinnity. And that'll put Jake Dobert up to the plate, batting .255, no homers and 8 RBIs. And they're going to do a little hit and run here, I think. Get the wheels in motion. A 28 on a hit and run. 26. And the runner will get down the second. The only play will be over to first. So now you got a runner in scoring position and 1 out. And up to the plate is the Duke, a Flatbush Duke Snyder, batting .247 with 3 homers and 16 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes out Snyder. McGinnity for his first strikeout of the game. And Campa's up. Campanella's batting .190, 3 homers and 7 RBIs. And that ball is lifted high in the air. See where this one's going to land up at. And that ball is kiss it goodbye. That ball is out of here. Campanella hits a homer to give the Dodgers a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. And Johnny Frederick's up now. And Frederick's batting .192. No homers and 3 RBIs. And that'll be a base on balls. McGinnity now with a runner down at first, 2 outs, already trailing 2-0. Zach Wheat's up to the plate, and Wheat is batting .296, 4 homers and 9 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Young in right field, but the 2-run homer by Campanella makes this 2 runs for the Dodgers. Giants coming to bat. The Dodgers will have Frisch, Lindstrom, and Terry due up here in the bottom of the first. Frankie Frisch is batting $174, no homers and 5 RBIs. Grimes' 4th start of the year. He's 1-0 with a 5.79 ERA. Here's the pitch to Frankie. And that's a base on balls, just like the Dodgers. Leadoff batter's aboard here with a walk. And Giants are going to do the same thing. They're going to do a little hit and run here. Put the runner in motion, see what happens. And that ball is high. That ball is far. How far is this ball going to go is the question. And that ball is hit off the wall and center field. And Frankie Frisch is going to score. And it's now going to be a 1-run ball game, and Lindstrom's down at first, down at second now. And Terry's at the plate. Terry's batting .219 on the year, 2 homers and 10 RBIs. And that's going to be a 18. That's going to be a single in the right field. And Freddie's going to stop at third. No use getting thrown out first and third and nobody out. Dodgers will play back for the double play here. Nobody out here in the first. What a wild start to this game. Mays is batting .290 on the year, 7 homers, 16 RBIs. And that's going to be a 19. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. And 49. Let's see here. There'll be a throw. And there will be a throw home here. And it'll be a 55 or lower. He'll be safe. And he is, what was it, a 29 or 50? And he is out of there. Close play at the plate, but Lindstrom is called out. And Johnny Frederick has done it again, folks. Second time he's thrown a base runner out in this series. And now there is 2 down, a runner down at first, and a 2-1 game. And Frederick throws Freddie out, and he is hopping mad. He swears he slid underneath the tag. What happened there? Go back here. Should be. Redo this. Fly ball out the right field, and Freddie is thrown out. And we'll bring up Mel Ott now with 2 outs and a runner down at first. And Ott's batting .224 and 6 homers and 11 RBIs. And that's going to be a 15. And that's going to be, of course, that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. And Wheat makes the catch. And that'll end the inning. The Dodgers score 1 on the RBI by Lindstrom. Thanks to Frederick. Throws the tying run out at the plate. We go to the top of the second. It's a 2-1 ball game. We got Stripe, Reese, and Grimes, bottom part of the order, due up here for the Dodgers. You can see the team comparisons here. The Dodgers 9-10, batting .231, a .311 on base percentage, slugging .429 with a .741 on base OPS. And the Giants are 11-6, batting .246, a .309 on base percentage, slugging .388, and an OPS of .697. Excuse me. All right, sorry about that. And we're back to the game. And Joe Stripes at the plate. Here's the pitch to Joe. And that ball's well hit. You know what? I thought was going to be a hell of a pitching matchup. It's turned into a slugfest here early. And that ball is hit down the first baseline. Joe Stripes got himself a leadoff double. And now you got P.D. Reese up with an insurance run down at second and nobody out. And Reese is batting a .167 with a homer and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Let's see here. 54 and a 3. Might be fielding column 2. Nope, barely column number 1. And let's see, a 4. Be a 30. So Stripe's going to stay put. Now there's 1 out. And we got Grimes due up, and they're going to let Grimes swing away here. He's already in scoring position, and Grimes, you got to watch. He is batting .500 on the year. No homers and no RBI, so Grimes not an easy out as Aaron Reed joins us here. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. 51 and a 9 should be fielding column number 1. And that's a line drive. And Stripe will get back the second. Now there's 2 outs, so the leadoff double hasn't went anywhere. And it's up to Jackie Robinson, who walked and came around to score in the first job to get this done. That's going to be a 24 and a 9. And that's going to be a fly ball out the maze, so the leadoff double goes nowhere. The Dodgers strand 1 to the bottom of the second we go. You've got Young, Bresnahan, and Jackson due up. Ross is batting .273 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Joe at third. Fires over to Jake for out number 1. And Bresnahan comes up, batting .300, 2 homers and 9 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Jake at first. He calls off Grimes for out number 2. And now it is up to Mr. Jackson to keep this inning alive. Travis batting .241, 2 homers and 10 RBIs. And that's another ground ball. This one down to Jackie Robinson, and that'll end the inning. Giants go down in order. To the top of the third we go. And we got Jake, Duke, and Roy due up here. Dunbar grounded out the short his first time up. And Jake's going to trot on down the first. Another leadoff walk. That brings up Duke Snyder now. And Snyder struck out his first time up. And that ball's well hit. Let's see what Duke does with this one. And that ball is blasted into the gap in right field. And that's going to be a triple, an RBI triple for Snyder. And just like that, now it's a 3-1 ball game. A runner down at third and nobody out. And Campy's up. Campy hit the 2-run homer back in the first. And they're going to bring the infield in. And that's going to be a 24-36. Should be fielding column 1 with Jackson. And it is infield in. And they're going to get the runner out at the plate. Jackson comes home with it. 6-2 put out. Campy's down at first. And now Frederick's at the plate. And Frederick walked his first time up. Now there's 1 out and a runner down at first. And that's going to be a 40. And a team. Let's see here. 40. See what the team defense is. 1, 10, 16. That'll be fielding column 1. Wild. What was it, a 40? Yep. Wild pitch by wild pitch 3 only. And he's not, so it's going to be a rare play with a runner down at first. A 45 and a 40. 45 and a 40. That's going to be hit out to left field. And let's see here. Odd out there. 45 and a 2 should be fielding column 2. And it barely is. And that's going to be a single to left. Batter takes second. On air. Runner to third. On air. And out trying to score. S runner holds at third. He's not an S runner, so it's going to be a single in the left. An E7. And a runner is going to get thrown out at third. And the batter is going to take second on there. So now we got 2 outs and a runner down at second. So the Dodgers just ran themselves into a mess there. And why is Campy not out? Let's try this again. So we got a single. Got a single. Got an error. E7. Runner on first is going to be out. And runner. Batter's going to get the second. Let's see. And there we go. Now you got 2 outs, a runner down at second for Zach Wheat. And Wheat flew out his first time up. Here's the pitch to Zach. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Jackson. And nope, that's going to be a pop-up down to Jackson. He makes the catch for out number 3. And the Dodgers had that all messed up. They do get 1 run out of it, make it 3-1. But they lost an opportunity to kind of bust this game open. The Dodgers' upcoming schedule, they'll go on the road again, headed to Philadelphia to take on the Phillies. And then after that, they go to St. Louis to take on the Cardinals. McGinnity will lead it off, followed by Frisch and Lindstrom. And McGinnity's 0 for 6 on the year. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Wheat makes the catch for out number 1. Frankie Frisch is up now. And Frankie's walked and came around to score in the first. And that's going to be a base hit, infield hit for Frisch. So he's aboard again here with 1 out. And Lindstrom, I think they're going to do another hit and run. It paid off the last time Frisch came around to score. 36. That's going to be a strike, and he's off trying to steal here. And that'll be a -6, a 24. 24. That'll be a 46 or lower. He's safe. And he's out of there. So it's a swing and a miss. And Campy throws him out, trying to steal for out number 2. And now the 1-0 pitch, 0-1 pitch to Lindstrom with nobody on. And that's going to be a 18. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Pee Wee. He fires across. And the Giants ran themselves out of the inning. We get to the top of the 4th. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Dodgers. Joe, Pee Wee, and Grimes. Joe's double deck in the second. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. McGinnity strikes him out for out number 1. Now you got Pee Wee up. He flew out the center his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the Mays in center. So 2 fly balls to Mays. 2 times Reese has been out. And I think I put the wrong one in there. We did. Change that back. And now you got Grimes up. And Grimes says we don't need no stinking DH. He lined out the short his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Frisch. He fires over the first, a 1-2-3 inning. And we got Terry, Mays, and Ott due up here in the bottom of the 4th. Terry singled his first time up. And that ball is high. That ball is far. And Terry just hit a home run here, folks, in the right field. Makes it a 1-run ball game. And you can see that the Dodgers have scored 97 runs on 26 homers. 6 stolen bases have been caught once. And the Giants have scored 93 runs on 47 homers. 2 stolen bases and haven't been caught. And Mays is up now. He flew out to right his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Joe at third. Over to first for out number 1. And now Mel Ott's up. He flew out the left his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Grime walks him with 1 out. Tying run at first. Go ahead run at the plate. And Ross. And Ross, he grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls to Ross. And all of a sudden, Grimes now gave up the homer. Now he's walking himself into problems. Bresnahan's up. Dodgers could use a double play ball here. And Bresnahan, he grounded out the first his first time up. Let's see what he can do this time. Here's the pitch to Roger. And that's going to be a 19. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Mel Ott will stay put. And now there's 2 outs and runners still at first and second for Jackson. Tying runs down at second. Jackson grounded out the second his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the Wheat. And Grimes pitches around the problem. But 1 run scores on the home run by Terry. And makes it a 3-2 ball game. We go to the top of the 5th. We got the top of the order due up here. Robinson, Dobart, and Snyder. Jackie walked and came around to score back in the first. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third for out number 1. And now let's see if Jake can get aboard here. Jake's 0 for 1. He's walked back in the third and came around to score. And that's going to be another ground ball down the third and another out. Can Lindstrom tie the record held by many and have 3 assists here? Snyder's 1 for 2. He had an RBI triple back in the third. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center, out to left field. Ott makes the catch. And the Dodgers go down in order. To the bottom of the 5th we go. McGinnity and back to the top with Frisch and Lindstrom. McGinnity's 0 for 1. He flew out the left. See the Giants' upcoming schedule. They're going to stay home, play 3 games against the Braves. Then the Reds come to town. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Jackie. Out number 1. And we're back to the top of the order. And Frankie Frisch, he is singled and walked and got caught stealing. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Snyder in center field for out number 2. And now you got Lindstrom up. And Freddie's 1 for 2. He's doubled and drove in a run back in the second. And that's going to be a ground ball to Pee Wee. And that'll do it. And the Giants go down in order. And we go to the 6th inning. You got Campy, Frederick, and Wheat due up. And Royce homered back in the first, drove in 2 runs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Ott. And there's 1 down. And you can see that the Dodgers have struck out 80 times, walked 91, hit 54 doubles and 15 triples. The Giants have struck out 77 times, walked 66. They've hit 30 doubles and 9 triples. And Johnny Frederick's 1 for 1. He has walked and singled. And that's going to be a 20 fly ball out the Mays for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down here in the top of the 6th. See if Zach Wheat can get a 2-out rally going. He has flown out and popped up. And that's going to be another fly ball out the Mays. 1, 2, 3 goes the Dodgers. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Terry, Mays, and Ott. Terry hit a homer his last time up. He's 2 for 2. Here's the pitch to Bill. And that's a swing and a miss. He finally gets him out. 1 down. Brings up Mays now. And Mays is 0 for 2. He has flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be a base hit. We'll see where this ball ends up at for Mays. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going, folks. And it's a tie ball game. Willie Mays with his 8th homer of the year ties this game up at 3 apiece. Now you got Mel out up. And Mel has walked back in the 4th. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. So lots of board here with 1 out. And Ross is up. Dodgers could use a double play ball here. Ross is grounded out and walked. That's going to be a 16. That is going to be a fly ball out to, nope, that's going to be a pop-up down the 3rd. Stripe makes the catch. And there's 1 down, 2 down rather. And Bresnahan's up now. And he is 0 for 2, grounded out and flown out. And that's another ground ball down the 1st. 33 and a 5 should be fielding column 1. And it is. And Jake will go to first himself. That ends the inning, but the Willie Mays homer ties this ball game up as we go to the top of the 7th. Bottom part of the order due up. Stripe, Reese, and Grimes. Joe's 1 for 2. He doubled in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Ross makes the catch for out number 1. Pee Wee's up now. Can see we get a 1-out rally going. He's hit 2 fly balls to Mays. He's caught them both. And that's going to be a base on balls. Pee Wee walks on down to first. And they're going to have a pitch hitter here for Grimes with a runner on. See who's going to come off the bench here. And it's going to be the Babe. Babe Herman's coming off the bench. See if he can deliver here. Tie ball game. A runner down at first. And Babe is batting .238. He has 2 homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a 2-0 count on him. Can he do some damage with this 2-0 pitch? And nope, that's going to be a ground ball down the 2nd. And they'll get the lead runner. But they won't be able to, no, hold on a second. It might not be. It might be a pop-up. Let's see here. And nope, they will get the lead runner. So that'll be the old 4-6 put out. And now Herman's down at first with 2 outs for Jackie Robinson in a tie ball game. Jackie 0 for 2. He walked and came around the scorer. And that's going to be a 2-0 pitch to him. See if Jackie can make him pay as McGinnity's getting behind in the count. And nope, he's going to walk the hard way though with 2 dice rolls in Apba. So now you got first and second and 2 outs. And Jake's up. Can Jake do some damage now? The go-ahead run down at second. Jake's 0 for 2. He has grounded out twice, then walked and came around the score in the 3rd. And that's going to do it. That's a ground ball down to Jackson. He'll go the short way to second. And we go to the 7th inning stretch in a 3-3 ball game. See who's going to come out here and pitch for the Giants. Got Jackson, pitch hitter. See who they're going to bring out here. The Dodgers, rather. The Dodgers, who are they going to bring out here? I'm going to probably go with the righty. Let's see here. Looks like Carl's probably going to come out.
Erskine.
I think that's who it is. Carl Erskine's going to come out of the bullpen here. Try to keep this a tie ball game. He'll be facing Jackson, a pitch hitter for McGINNITY, and back to the top of the order. And Carl's sixth appearance, he's got one save with a 3.48 ERA. Jackson's 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out and flown out. And here's the pitch to Travis. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Joe for out number 1. Now we'll have a pitch hitter here for McGINNITY. See who's going to come off the bench here. And Mike is going to come off the bench. Bring on the lefty here. There's Mike Delane. And see here. Can Mike deliver here with 1 out and nobody on? And Mike's batting .222 on the year. No, 2 homers and 3 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Mike. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Joe again. 2 ground balls to Joe. 2 outs. And we go to the top of the order and Frankie Frisch. And Frisch is 1 for 2. He walked and came around the score. Singled in the third and got caught. And flew out the center. And he gets a hold of this one, Frankie. See what he can do here with 2 outs. And that ball is hit into the gap in right field. He's got himself a 2-out double. Now the go-ahead run's down at second. But there's 2 outs. And Lindstrom's up now. And Lindstrom's 1 for 3. He had a RBI double back in the first. And that's going to be a foul ball down the left field line. Pee Wee Reese gets over near the fence, makes the catch for out number 3. And the Giants strand 1. We go to the top of the 8th in a 3-3 tie. Now he's going to come out here and pitch for the Dodgers. Got the lefties due up here. Let's see here. Johnny Antonelli. I think that's who's going to come out. No, I think we're going to go with Antonelli or Rube. That'll be the question. Antonelli or Rube. Let's see here. Rube hasn't pitched in a while. I think that's who we're going to go with. When did Antonelli last pitch? Where's Antonelli? He hasn't pitched in a while either. So, I don't know. I think we're going to stick with the original. We're going to go with Antonelli. He's going to come out and pitch. So Antonelli comes off out of the bullpen. The lefty comes in the game. And here's Johnny. And this is Antonelli's 3rd appearance of the year. He's 0-1 with a 4.5 ERA. He'll be facing Snyder, Campanella, and Frederick. And Duke is 1 for 3 with an RBI triple. See if he can do something here in the top of the 8th in a tie ball game. And that's going to be a pop up down the second Frisch calls for it, makes the catch in the dirt for out number 1. And Campy's already homered in this game. Back in the first, a 2-run shot, 1 for 3. And that's going to be a base on balls. So now the go-ahead runs down at first, and Frederick's up. And do we pitch hit for Frederick? I think we do. I think we're going to pitch hit for Frederick. Who do we want to go with? We want to go with Hodges. Put Gill in the outfield. Or do we go in another direction here? That is the question. That is the question. Don't know here.
Furlough.
Okay, here. Ah, darn it. This is what irritates me. I can't see what he did, what he's doing in the season. It's only batting a $129. How about Gill? What's Gill batting? I think we're going to go with Gil Hodges. Hodges is going to come off the bench after we contemplated that way too long. So Gil Hodges will come off the bench here for Frederick. And Gil's batting .226 on the year, 2 homers and 80 RBIs, a runner down at first and 1 out. And here's the pitch to Gill. And that's going to be a base on balls. Hodges walks on down to first. The Dodgers now got the go-ahead run down at second with 1 out for Zach Wheat. And Carl's probably going to come out and pitch hit for Wheat. And that's what's going to happen here. So we're going to have Carl come out and pitch hit for Wheat and stay in the game. And now you got first and second and 1 out. And Carl is batting a $129, 2 homers and 6 RBIs. Here's the pitch to him. Can he deliver here? That'll be a fly ball out the right field. Young's out there. Roy will stay put. Now there's 2 outs. As Ken Castro joins us here tonight, or this afternoon rather. And now it's up to Joe Stripe. Or do we pitch it for Joe? Point out all the stops here. Let's see here. We already used Herman. Joe Gillum. Do we want Joe to come in here? Or do we we're going to let Stripe bat, see if Joe can do it. He's doubled back in the second. Yeah, Giants are my favorites. You got that right, Ken. So Joe, 1 for 3 with a double back in the second, a 2-out hit. May score Roy. It may take a double to score him. And that's not going to get it done. That's a ground ball down to Frisch. He tosses it over to first. The Dodgers strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still a tie ball game, folks. We need some outfielders here. So let's see what the Dodgers are going to do here with these 2 outfielders. They're going to stay in the game. Gill's probably going to play right field. And Carl play left field. So right field for Gil, left field for Carl. And there we go. And you got Terry, Mays, and Ott, the heart of this lineup here in the 8th inning. Let's see what happens here. Terry's 2 for 3 with a homer. Back in the 4th, a 3-run shot. And that's going to be a rare play of 45 on a 39. And that's going to be hit back to the mound. And a 21, that's going to be a nice play by Carl. He throws over to first. He gets Terry out for out number 1. Now Willie Mays, who's also homered in this game, he's 1 for 3 with a homer back in the 6th inning to tie this game. Here's the pitch to Mays, and that ball's well hit. Let's see where this lands up at. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going a 2-homer game by Mays. Makes it 4-3 Giants. Bottom of the 8th. That'll get the bullpen up here. And Grissom's up now in the bullpen to try to come in here in the top of the 9th and shut her down. Mel Ott's 1 for 2. He has singled and walked. And that ball is high, and that ball is far. Back-to-back home runs, folks. Just like that, the Giants' bats come alive. And now it's a 2-run ball game, 5-3. Let's see if Carl puts one in Ross's ear here. Ross is 0 for 2. He walked back in the 4th. And that's going to be a 13. That's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Snyder makes the catch for out number 2. Now Bresna hands up. And he's 0 for 3. Grounded out twice to first and flown out to center. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Duke Snyder again. That'll end the inning, but the back-to-back homers give the Giants a 2-run lead. We go to the bottom of the 9th. And Grissom's going to come out of the bullpen, try to close this ball game out. Try to pick up, I think it's going for his 5th save here. Bring in Grissom and find out. Where's he at? There's Marv. Have the bottom part of the order due up here for the Dodgers. Reese, a pitch hitter, and then back to the top of the order. And Pee Wee's 0 for 2. He's walked once and flown out the center the other 2 times. This is Marv Grissom's 6th appearance. He has 4 saves with no runs given up yet. And that's going to be a 23. That is going to be a fly ball out to Mays. 3 fly balls to Mays. 3 times the Mays has come up with the catch, and Reese is out of there. And that'll be it for Carl. Now we need a pitch hitter for him, running out of bats. Let's see here, against the righty. Do you go with Gillum or Dolph? I think you're going to go with Gillum. You need a base runner here. So Gillum comes off the bench. Where's he at? There he is. Jim comes off the bench here. And Jim's batting .500 on the year. He's got no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. Gillum gets on here. So that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And we're back to the top of the order and Jackie Robinson. How big was that Mel Ott homer now? Jackie's 0 for 2. He's walked twice and came around the score back in the first. And that ball's well hit. The Dodgers ain't giving up without a fight, folks. See what Robinson can do here. And that ball is hit into the gap in left center field, out there rolling around. Ott gets to it. Robinson's headed for third. And it's a one-run ball game, an RBI triple for Jackie Robinson. And tying runs 90 feet away. Jack Dobart's up. And let's see what Jake can do here. That'll force the Giants to bring the infield in. Grissom gives up his first run of the season here, folks. And Jake's 0 for 3. He is grounded out twice and rounded into a fielder's choice. He walked back in the third and came around the score. Can he deliver here and tie this ball game up? And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And with the infield in, that's popped up. And Grimes makes the catch. Runner will hold at third. So now there's 2 outs. The tying run down at third. And if you're a Dodgers fan, this is who you want up, the Duke of Flatbush. He's 1 for 4 with an RBI triple. Can he deliver here with 2 outs in the top of the ninth? And nope, that is going to be a ground ball down the third. And actually, it's going to be a 34. Let's see here. 34 will be fielding column 1. It's going to be a pop-up down the third. Lindstrom calls for it, makes the catch. And the Dodgers tried to come back but fall 1 short and lose to the Giants 5-4. Grissom holds on to get the save. Nice ball game. Finished rather nicely. Let's take a look here at the box score. The back-to-back home runs did it. How big was that home run by Mel Ott? So the Giants, 5 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. And the Dodgers, 4 runs, 5 hits and no errors. Nobody had a multiple hit game. You had Campanella with the homer. Duke Snyder and Robinson with the triple. The Dodgers were 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position, left 8 men on base. Look at that middle part of that order. Frankie Frisch at the top, 2 for 3. Terry, Mays, and Ott both had 2 hits apiece. All 3 of them did. Of course, Terry, Mays, and Ott also had a home run apiece. So that middle part of the order did the damage, that's for sure. Drove in all 5 runs. And Grimes gets a no decision. 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, walked 3, struck out 2, gave up 2 home runs. Carl comes in, goes to 0-1, 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, and 2 homers. McGINNITY gets a no decision. 7 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, walked 5, struck out 2, gave up a homer. Antonelli comes in, pitches 1 inning, gets the win. He goes to 1-1. He walked 2. And Marv made it interesting. Picks up his 5th save, but it was not that easy. 1 hit, 1 run, walked 1. And let's take a look at the standings now and the leaderboard in the National League. And with that win, the Giants are now a game and a half up on the Phillies. And the Braves are 3 games back. Cubbies and Pirates 3.5. Dodgers and Reds 4 games back. And the Cardinals 4.5 games back. Had Delaney leading in the National League with a .412 batting average. Willie Mays now with 9 homers leading the National League. Aaron, Adcock, and Klein with 22 RBIs. And Dazzy Vance with that 1.62 ERA. Multiple pitchers with 3 wins. And you just seen Marv get his 5th save, leading the National League. And Hank Aaron still leading in the MVP voting. And Dazzy Vance is leading in the Best Pitcher Award. Let's see what the next game will be here. So let's see here. It is tight on top. Let's see what the next game will be. It'll be an American League game. And it looks like the last game is going to be the Red Sox and Tigers. Yep. See how many game series that is. That'll be a 2-game series, the Red Sox and the Tigers, to finish out this. Yeah, I think someone will hit 400. What do you think? It'll be tough. They'll be there. It'll be close. I'll say it that way. It'll be close. Let's look here. 154 games is a long time, but who else you got? Duffy, 367. Yeah, it's going to be close. Yep. So we'll have the Red Sox playing the Tigers. Tigers are leading the American League, tied with the Yankees and Indians. The Red Sox are 3.5 games back. See what happens there. And I want to thank Ken Castro and Aaron Reed for joining us. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And on your way out, hit that bell, like, and leave a comment. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care.